Hi, I'm Matt.
My name is Mark. We play in a band called blink-182, and you are watching Rock Sound.
Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Rock Sound. Blink-182 are in town, and Mark and Matt have joined me now. How are you, gentlemen?
I'm great.
You all good?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, good stuff. Welcome back to the UK, guys. It's good to see you over here.
Always good to be here.
And let's dive in with 9, because what an amazing reaction, first of all. I mean, it's a great album anyway, but really, the fans seem to already have taken this to heart as like a proper, real classic for Blink. I would have thought. Have you been keeping an eye on those kind of reactions and everything?
I try not to live and die by the comment section. I'm really happy with the reaction. I'm glad that people are finally getting it. We tried a bunch of different experimental stuff, wanted to do something important, different, experimental. I'm glad that people came with us on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember you were saying as well, Mark, when we caught up with you earlier in the year, that there was sort of elements you were kind of bringing in of the self-titled era, of Blink, that kind of era. Are there any specific moments now the record's out there that you thought, oh, that was particularly inspired by that time?
It was more the attitude of going in with no rules, taking our time, writing the record that we wanted to write, following our instincts, and wherever it took us. We would deconstruct a song, rebuild it, try different influences, try different arrangements, and that's kind of how it felt.
Yeah, no, it worked very, very nicely, guys, really did.
Thanks.
I want to talk about a couple of individual tracks. First of all, Darkside, which, I mean, I absolutely love as a single. Talk to me about how that one in particular came together in the writing process.
I guess the whole process was formative, but when we started making the record, all three of us were always there together. And as the song started to take shape, and Mark and Travis both have kids, and family duties or other things going on, we could kind of each come in individually and finish up bits here and there. John had the idea, why don't we write like a Joy Division-y kind of influenced song, and that's how that started. We only took it to a certain place until Mark could be there, and that's when the song really took shape, and the pre-chorus got added, and it became a Blink song.
Yeah, it definitely has some 80s vibes in there.
Definitely.
It's a very, very cool influence in that one. Let's talk about a couple of other songs. I Really Wish I Hated You, again, is one that seems that like that I think it's a fan favorite already, just by the looks of it. Again, how did that one kind of come to be?
That one was the most difficult song to write for the whole record. And we started off in a studio underneath the producer's house. It's a basement.
Right.
And we had this guitar loop thing, and we started building it from that. We got the song probably 90% of the way done on the first day, came back, changed it up, wrote different lyrics, then we really second-guessed it for a while. So, okay, cool. What if we did a lot heavier? What if we changed the key? What if we did this? So we recorded that song probably 7 different ways and came back to the way that we started it, pretty much.
Right, nice. Yeah, it's amazing how that one... I mean, did you see that as being one that the fans might particularly latch on to? I mean, it seems to be a real standout.
It is a standout on the record. I think it was one that we were the most reluctant, not reluctant, but like, we're going to push this really far in this direction, and hopefully people understand it, and luckily they do.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of things kind of picked up on like that, kind of standout things, even before the record was out there, even before people could hear it, people were looking at that track listing going, oh, on some emo shit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing that one. How did that title come to be? Where did that concept come from?
Well, originally that song was called Last Time. And the first song on the record is called The First Time. So we literally had a song called The First Time
Right.
and a song called The Last Time. And we didn't like that. Travis had this idea. He's like, we should name it something weird and way out there so people will just click on it to listen to it even if they have no idea. And I'm like, why don't we just call it like On Some Emo Shit? And he was like, cool. And that's how it happened.
It worked. Hey, the simplest thing sometimes, man. That
Yeah.
really worked well. Recently, of course, you've been out in the States revisiting Enema of the State, really, for this tour. First of all, like, what are your reflections on that?
I visited it.
You visited it. Of course. You played the songs before, or at least most. Well, actually, were there new ones in there you hadn't played before?
When I first started playing with these guys, I think I learned as many songs as I could, But there were some songs that there were a couple that I don't think we'd played live before. If we did, sparingly,
Right,
So
sure.
it was fun. I loved that record, and and still am honored to have been able to play it.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, it must have been a kind of surreal experience, I imagine, for you, Mark, in particular, just looking back at this landmark moment all these years on and seeing a lot of new, younger audiences
Yeah.
as well who had just discovered that. Right?
I'll tell you the 2 main takeaways that I had coming off of this tour. Number one is that the album still totally holds up, and there's no bad song on the record, touch wood. Some people can disagree with me. But there's no song that we got to in the set and I was like, oh, I don't want to play that song again. Even 20 years later, I love the album. And there are people coming to those shows who weren't even born when the album came out. So that means that in 2019, there are people who are going to see Blink-182 as their first show and picked up Enema of the State recently and listened to it and were like, that album means something to me. So that's a huge honor.
That's an amazing feeling,
Yeah.
surely. Yeah, absolutely amazing. What a lineup on that tour as well. Lil Wayne and also Neck Deep, who have always cited Blink as a massive, massive inspiration. And actually Alkaline Trio as well. I remember talking with Wes before he left. He was very, very excited to get on the road with you guys. I mean, that's got to be great to kind of team up with your buddies there as well and kind of hang out on the road.
It was a fun tour. I mean, Wayne's awesome, puts on a killer show. His band is shredding. His crew was awesome. The Neck Deep guys were cool. Their crew was great. Everyone got along well. It was a fun summer.
Yeah. Got to ask you as well specifically about the LA show with some very, very special guests, which was an amazing, amazing evening there.
I was the most surprised of anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, did you not know who was coming
No
out?
one tells me anything, which keeps it interesting. I'm used to it.
So when Alex walks out, you're just like, oh, okay, this is happening now.
Yeah.
Pretty much, okay.
I mean, I don't even have that conversation. I just check the set list and play the damn thing.
Hey,
But
it works.
oftentimes I'm not even turned on.
Some of the time.
I just don't ask questions.
No, fair enough. What about Josh as well? Like he kind of popped up for that show.
He did, yeah.
Was that just a last minute phone call or?
It all came together very last minute. I mean, even like an hour before walking on stage, we were still having guests confirm. So Josh came, we ran through it in my dressing room. Alex came, we ran through it in my dressing room. Goody Grace came, we had no rehearsal with him at all. He just came up and sang the song. Wayne walked right up and did his track perfectly. Jason from the Fever came up and they did a Fever song, so it was cool.
Yeah, really, really nice vibe. And I remember when we spoke to you at Download, Mark, you said that you would love to, hypothetically, in theory, bring that Enema tour to the UK.
Yes.
Is there any plans that might be a bit more substantial there, or?
They're literally talking this week about booking the tour.
Okay.
So we're coming over. I'm going to make it happen.
Nice.
We're coming over next summer.
Awesome.
Yes.
Watch this space, basically. Watch this space. That's exciting.
You guys get all the exclusives
I
because you
know.
talk to me and I just don't have any...
we just wear you
Interested
down.
in keeping secrets.
Yeah, so
That's it. We wear
I'm
you
a
down.
terrible spy.
Slowly but surely. In terms of other stuff going on with you guys, because you guys are so busy with myriad of different projects. First of all, Alkaline Trio, can we expect even more new stuff coming in the future?
You can expect it, but you will not get it.
Okay.
No, yeah, we're talking about doing some stuff next year. We're having intercourse talking about the baby,
That's good. That's good.
so to speak.
Yeah. That's
And
hell
literally.
of a metaphor. Hell of a metaphor. I like that. Mark, as well, Simple Creatures.
Yeah.
I remember we said before the second EP, you would love to one day do an album with it.
Yes.
Is that still the plan? to
Yes,
do an album?
absolutely.
Awesome. Is there any more new music from Simple Creatures in the pipeline then? Or is
In
it
the pipeline, yes, but nowhere near completion at all.
Oh, very much in Blink mode at the minute, but maybe
Yeah.
next year, maybe something like that?
Next year, yes.
Okay,
I'll make
cool.
it happen.
There we
Next
go.
year, full length, Simple Creatures.
Our next exclusive. I love it so much. It's all good. Okay, let's finish with this then. What are the kind of aims going forward then through this 9 campaign? Like, what do you want to achieve playing these live shows, playing these songs live to the fans for the first time? What are the aims for Blink over the next few months?
To bring the energy and the creativity and the spirit of the record into a live show, doing different and cool things.
Nice. Very well put. Anything to add? Anything to add?
Nope.
Good. Very succinctly put.
Well
I like
put.
it. Very well put. We like it.
Mark, well put, Hoppus.
That is the full name. I always forget
It
that.
is.
Always forget that. Gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Likewise.
Congrats on the album again, and we'll see you hopefully again soon for some more live shows. It'd be great.
Absolutely.
All right. Blink-182.